So I've seen a lot of people on the internet in subreddits saying that they think Captain Phasma was probably one of, if not the biggest, disappointments of The Force Awakens. And I absolutely agree. I think a lot of us were led to believe that she was going to be the new Boba Fett for one reason or another, but I believe that she might still become the badass character that we want her to be. Of course, some spoilers for The Force Awakens will follow, mostly regarding Captain Phasma, obviously. So in the film, not only does Phasma not get much screen time, but when she does get screen time, she is doing very little or is undermined by other characters to give them a character moment, such as Finn getting the upper hand on her, or the team getting her to shut down the shields. I'd wager that this will be important for her character in Episode 8. And if you're wondering if she'll return, we know Gwendolyn Christie is set to come back, so we can assume her character isn't a compacted, scorched corpse or something. I think the First Order will blame her for the destruction of the Starkiller base, blaming her for not giving her life to protect the base and instead bending to the threats of Finn and Solo and Chewie. She'll probably be outcast or set to be executed, which is where she'll show off her badassery. She'll fight her way out of custody and go rogue, hating the First Order, but also resenting Finn for making her lose her position in the Order, a position she loved. She'll be hunting him and the rest of the Resistance down on her own accord. Now the reason I say this is because I think she probably would have attacked Finn and Han when they threatened her if she was any other kind of trooper. You know, I think it shows something about her character that she decided to go with what they wanted her to do instead of fighting back. I think she has some kind of pride of her job. She values her life more than the life of others, which is why I think she'd be so hell-bent on getting her revenge on Finn and the First Order in Episode 8. I'd love it if we saw scenes of her going to different planets, tracking the Resistance movements and taking on other bounty hunters and rogues, modifying her armor as she goes by, keeping mementos from everywhere she goes. Perhaps a new cape or a new unique weapon. Essentially, she would become a very personalized stormtrooper, albeit a shiny stormtrooper. Like, I can imagine a scenario where maybe she's on some desolate planet and she finds the ringleader of a pack of cyborg warriors, and she chops off the main man's hand and starts wearing it as a necklace, as a sign of her victory. Or perhaps to get information from a warlord, she needs to enter a fighting competition, and when she wins that competition, she earns herself a ceremonial garb, some kind of sash, that not only makes her look cooler, but also adds to the development of her character and the establishment of how badass she is. Maybe she loses a hand or an arm in some kind of battle, in keeping with the way Star Wars is, and then she gets a really cool robotic arm in replacement. We could also see her start out with a regular TIE fighter, but as she goes along she steals another famous bounty hunter's ship. Maybe not necessarily the Slave One, but something equally as iconic looking. I think it's important for her character to have a bigger role in the sequel, because where Rey will have Kylo Ren as an opponent, I think Finn needs a definitive villain himself, and I think that Captain Phasma would be perfect for that role. A benefit of something like this happening for the character will also retroactively make something that a lot of people didn't like about The Force Awakens much better when they would look back on it in the future, which I know isn't something really that we should encourage in filmmaking, but I think for this series it really works, where we're going to look at it as 3 trilogies, a trilogy of trilogies. But anyway, just a short video and thought, guys, so let me know what you think in the comments, and please leave a like if you did enjoy it, and if you'd like to see more of this kind of content, please hit subscribe. Thank you very much. Cheers.